Welcome to the world of the ancient Okinawan tonfa. This exciting weapon will be taught to you step by step. You will learn all its important techniques, blocks, strikes, counters. This tape features black belt weapons expert Joseph Jennings and a special appearance by Okinawan Kobudo master, Master Angi Uezu, who will perform an exciting tonfa kata at the end of this tape. We will begin by teaching you the proper stances and guards when working with the tonfa. You must have a strong foundation in your legs to perform the upper body, arm, and hand techniques. Good, strong karate stances will give you this foundation. The first stance you should learn is seisan, or frontal stance. This is very similar, we are sure, to your karate system. If it's not exactly the same, don't worry. Use your frontal stance. Feet wide apart, facing straight ahead with your legs, weight distributed 50% on each leg, evenly. Next stance is called kokutsu, the leaning back stance. You're leaning away from the attacker. 60% of your weight is on the rear leg, 40% on the front. Remember, you're leaning away from the attack. Keep your legs lined up behind each other. Notice how you turn the toes inward. Now, Zenkutsudachi, the same stance as kokutsu but leaning forward, keeping the rear leg behind the front. Toes pointed out 45 degrees. Concentrate your weight on the front leg. 40% of the weight on the rear. Watch again from the side. Very good, strong fighting stance. Excellent for all your blocking and striking techniques with the tonfa. Keep your back straight, keep your forearm sharp. Next is the horse stance, or soda hachiji stance. With legs wide apart, sit down, concentrate your weight down on your thighs. Keep the knees bent, feet out 45 degrees. Back straight, head up. Be very alert. Another strong fighting stance. Notice how the tonfas block your ribs when you're in this stance. Next we have is a cat stance. In Japanese we call it niko achi dachi. You sit down on the rear leg, keeping it bent. 90% of the weight is on the rear, 10% on the front. Keep the front foot high on the ball of the foot. Keep your guard up very strong. Keep the tonfa in front of you. Now you have the crane stance. Balanced on one leg, you keep your foot to the side, avoiding a foot sweep. Now, when choosing the proper weapon, it must be the proper size and weight for your body size to perform properly with it. The traditional tonfa are made of very hard wood. They were a rice grinding handle at one time. The ones shown are wood painted black, very hard oak. The handle is for gripping. The length of the tonfa should just go past the elbow by 1 inch. The front extended end is used for punching. It's a very versatile weapon. You can lay across the arms for blocking, blunt end for punching. As the sharp samurai sword comes in, you can raise the weapon to block and strike out, breaking the attacker's hand, knee, striking the top of the head, breaking the skull. Now, the blocking techniques relate to your karate blocks. As you saw, he blocked, and then he did the same block with the tonfa across the arm. It is such an effective weapon that police forces throughout the world now use it as a weapon, a modified version of it. They call it the baton. Now, when side blocking, again, laying the tonfa across the arm to withstand the blow. The razor-sharp sword is blocked, knocked away, slash across the face with the tonfa. Strike comes into your knee. Again, relating to your karate blocking techniques. Very similar. That's why you should learn the tonfa very easily. Tonfa blocks the knee strike. Now you can see if he didn't block properly, his leg could be cut very badly. Blocks and counters. The tonfa was actually used in ancient times to fight against the samurai sword, bow, and naginata. Now, multiple blocks with the tonfa. As you can see, it can block high and low at the same time. This introduction will give you great insight into the weapon. You will learn all these techniques. This is a training tape. So you should have your tonfa and follow along as the lessons begin. Sweeping down to the knee, again, over the top to the head. Down block against the bow attack. Knock the head strike away. Again, block. Swings open, reaches out. Blocks the bow. Following through again, breaking the ribcage with the blunt end. Now the thinner tonfa, which is very similar to the police baton that is now used. The police use it because of its reach. He outreaches the knife attacker. The handle enables him to spin it, break the knife attacker's wrist, applying a police arm lock, coming around with the handle. He subdues the attacker. If he wanted to, he could easily dislocate, break his arm. Now, for your tonfa training, it's very important that you wear leather gloves because they will tear your hands apart through extensive training. You will get a lot of blisters unless you protect yourself. They will also improve your grip on the weapon. A small investment that is very helpful. Now let's begin our basic striking techniques, building up into the more advanced strikes. You have your weapon, now follow. Again, relating to your karate strikes is the straight ahead punch with the blunt end. The blunt end is very, very powerful. One strike could easily break the attacker's jaw, crush his skull. The target areas are the same as with karate punching. Strike into the face, nose area, between the eyes. Crush the Adam's apple with the blunt end. Punch the solar plexus or crush the heart. Strike into the groin area. Can be used as a kick. One punch will break the attacker's foot. You may end the fight without even swinging the weapon open with the powerful blunt end. With power. Also to the rear, striking to the spine, breaking the spine, and also to the base of the skull. Now follow this drill carefully. Stepping in your frontal stance, good strong posture, straight punch solar plexus, to the jaw or throat, rib cage, punch the groin, and punch straight down, blocking a kick to your groin. Use your imagination. Start out basic and then build upon your techniques with power. To get power from this weapon, you must generate force. Good spirit and attitude. Put strength behind your technique. Just because you have the tonfa doesn't make you indestructible. You must know how to use it properly to defend yourself. It's a defense weapon. You're not learning this weapon to go out and hurt anyone. You're learning it to master the art of Kobudo. Follow this drill. Hit hard. Good form. Good strong down block. Now we have a slight variation of the straight punch. Stepping to the outside, using it as a block. As the knife comes in, you punch the hand. Breaking the hand, punch the elbow. Break the elbow against the knife attack. Strike to the ribs. As you can see, it can be used as a defensive blocking weapon also, which we'll get into later after the striking. Flips around, breaks the wrist with power. Now, again, a very simple straight punch. Watch the follow through. Uppercut continues up, breaking the jaw, raking the face. Very destructive strike. As your opponent falls forward, strike upward. You can also come down with the weapon across the body. You see how we're building on simple techniques. Now we have 2 strikes. Watch carefully. Punch solar plexus. He falls forward under your opponent's jaw. The weapon moves very naturally. You don't have to struggle with the techniques. It just flows. Goes one into the next. Now follow with power. Do it like you mean it. Visualize the attacker in front of you. Look at it from the side. Notice the penetration. Next technique, straight punch. Right off of that, we're following through side strike, swiping across the attacker's jaw or rib cage area. Basic strike, which you should have down already, follow through. And you can come back across, raking your opponent with power. Now's your chance to follow. Instructor Jennings will first do it very slowly for you, and then he expects you to follow when he does it full power also. Punch, immediately, bring back, wipe. Now with good spirit. Visualize the attack. Your opponent has a knife. You have to stop him. Watch carefully now. Strike, bring back, whip around, just like you would throw an elbow strike in karate. Punch to the groin, rake the ribs. After you have the form down slowly, do it full power. Show your force. You must exert energy behind this weapon. It's the only way we'll have the proper effect. Don't play with the tonfa, live the tonfa. Now, double blunt end strikes. All you're doing is striking at the same time, striking to the eyes, throat, all the vital areas. Alternate strikes, high and low. Groin solar plexus, face solar plexus. Just in case your opponent blocks one, he gets hit with the other. This can also be used as a block. Both blunt ends down, blocking a kick to the groin. Also striking the foot and breaking the knee at the same time. Striking the skull and the spine. Both strikes into the lower back. Now, as a drill, follow along. Use correct form. Notice how he keeps his eyes on his opponent. Good stance, strong posture. These are all very important for proper tonfa technique. Very important. With power. Alternating strikes, strikes together. From the side. Underneath the jaw, breaking the jaw. Now, again, working with the blunt end of the tonfa. Notice how many strikes we have, and we haven't even opened the weapon yet. What you're doing with the blunt end is raking across your opponent. Coming down, breaking the nose, coming up, breaking the jaw. Use as a block, break the wrist, knock the knife away, come up to the groin, underneath, smash the chin. Raking down with the blunt end, breaking the nose, raking the body, and followed punches and side swipes. All the techniques that you've learned so far. As a drill, follow. Very simple, up and down motion. Notice the proper technique. Keep the elbow slightly bent. Don't keep the arm locked out or you'll jar it on contact. This is very important. At least 5% bend in the elbow. Up, down the body, raking. Groin jaw. Now we've extended the tonfa, striking with the other blunt end of the weapon. The extension gives you greater reach, keeping your opponent at bay. If he has a knife, notice how you can keep him away. You have a good half a foot before he can touch you. This is why you would extend the weapon out, break his wrist. The extended strikes are the same as the blunt end, short end strikes. All the vital areas, solar plexus, groin, throat, knee, breaking the leg. If your opponent has a broken leg, he's finished. The fight's over. As a block, breaking the foot, blocking the kick by striking the knee. Now let's work it together. Follow. Good form. Striking to the jaw, solar plexus, ribs, groin. With power. Blocking a kick to your groin with a low strike. Open the weapon, full extension, stepping in. When you strike out, strike inward as if the attacker were standing in front of you. Blocking. Now, with the weapon fully extended, you're not striking directly out, you're swinging the weapon across to the side, striking your opponent to the temple, ribs, elbow, wrist, knee, from the outside. Striking straight down, raking. Coming up between the legs, crushing the groin. Raking the same as when the weapon was closed. And adding the outside swinging strikes. Coming across. Now watch the power of that cross strike. Can you imagine that hitting the temple? Very devastating weapon. Swinging, breaking the ribcage from the outside. Breaking the kneecap. Breaking the wrist on a punch. Again, swinging from the outside, not straight in as before. Right off, breaking the jaw with the blunt end. Break the collarbone. It's a deadly weapon when swung full power continuously. Watch. One strike to the groin, he's finished. As a drill now, use your imagination. You're striking your attacker from all angles, to the temple, across, down, breaking the collarbone, breaking the ribs. Go to the knee. Rake up and down. Straight up and down, groin, chin, on top of the skull. And ending with punches. Do it with authority. Groin, temple strikes. Break the collarbone. Back to guard position. Watch it from the side now. Came up between the legs to the groin, sweeping across, breaking the ribs, collarbones. Break the jaw from underneath, strike. Continuous flowing motion. These strikes also work as a guard to protect you, to keep your opponent at bay. Whipping the weapon, striking all targets, ending with a punch to the jaw. Again, keeping the weapon open and executing cross strikes. Both hands at the same time. To the temple. Very, very powerful motion. Very destructive strike. To the throat, breaking the rib cage, both at the same time. Outside in, inside out. Breaking the kneecap. As the punch comes in, you block and break the elbow with this continuous motion. It's a big swinging motion. Follow along till you get the proper rhythm. Now push strikes. To keep your opponent off of you, lay the tonfa across your arms. Come up with them, striking out at the same time, breaking your attacker's rib cage. Very, very simple but effective move. When you put all your body weight behind the weapon, it's destructive. This is for in-close fighting. Sliding in, break the rib cage. You'll feel he got hit by a truck. Follow with a knee to the groin. Drive. Push. Thrust. Now punch, flip the weapon. Now working with the handles. Up between the legs, rip the groin, strike out to the throat. Again, the versatileness of this important Okinawan weapon. Catch the throat, pull them in. Watch closely. The handle can strike into the face area, to the throat, crushing the Adam's apple. Break the rib cage with the handle. Strike the groin. Follow through. Come up between the legs. Clothesline them, crushing the throat, pulling into the groin at the same time. This will break the opponent's back. Handles can be used to block kicks. Besides blocking the kick, you'll be breaking his foot, stopping the attacker. Blocking punches. Follow through. Never just block. Always have a counter ready. Handles are used to strike. The temple, top of the head. If you're attacked suddenly, maybe you can't grab your weapon properly, but whichever way you grab it, it's deadly. You can fight with either end out. Breaking the kneecap with the blunt end of the handle. Knife attack comes in, come down on the wrist, break it, hook the weapon down, follow through. Now an overhead knife attack comes in, excellent for blocking. Catches the knife, knock the hand away, strike the temple. Using both handles at the same time. Very destructive. Crushing the temples, throat, break the collarbones. Crushing the rib cage. Clotheslining the leg, breaking the knee and the ankle at the same time. Breaking the neck and the ribs at the same time. Again, catching, hooking with the handles. Catching behind the neck, hook your man in. With the other handle, choke. Follow with the knee to the groin. Foot sweeping. Take your attacker down, follow to the head area. All with the handles. Now, as a drill. Hook groin, crush throat. Hook neck, crush ribs. Follow. Strike the top of the head. Look at it from the side. Coming up between the legs, ripping the groin, crushing the throat. At the same time, hooking the neck, crushing the ribs. Cross the collarbones. Good, strong technique. Now working both handles out at the same time. Temples, collarbones. Swinging across. Temple, rib cage. With power. Handling these weapons daily will strengthen your arms tremendously. Work them both hard at the same time. Now, a little more advanced technique is to strike out with the blunt ends and quickly flip the weapon completely around, striking your opponent in the front, then striking him to the sides. Punch, flip from the inside out, breaking the jaw, both sides. Strike the groin, flipping inside out, again to the head area. Watch closely. Punch, flip completely around, show full control of the weapon. Punch, flip outside in. And inside out. Good technique is to have the weapon come back in the guard position. Now follow along and work it hard. Spin them quickly.
Ice! Ice!
Outside in. Inside out. Striking the ribs. Punch face, break the jaws. Combination moves.
Ice!
Now we get into the many blocking techniques of the tonfa. And this is why the police departments favor this weapon now. It's much more versatile in the blocking area when attacked by an assailant. The first block you're going to learn is the basic head block. Very similar to your karate technique. It just lays across your forearm, taking the weight of the blow. It's like it puts a roof over your head. As the bamboo sword comes down, it's blocked. Tonfa offers excellent protection. Coming off the block, countering. Breaking the skull. So build on your strikes now. Do your basic blocks. Always follow through with the counter. Go through this drill. Punch, head block, head block. Stepping back. As the attack comes in, you move away. Learn to block going forward and back with the counter. Use your imagination. The purpose of this tape is to give you the foundation of tonfa techniques. Then it's up to you to progress on your own. Watch the tape over and over until you can master these fundamentals. Then it will be easy for you to build. Now, another head block is with the extended tonfa. Keeping the weapon open, blocking your head, moving the weapon away. Blocking outside in or inside out with the extended full length of the weapon. Watch closely. Stepping away from the forest, he blocks from the inside out. He's well protected. Coming off the weapon, countering. More quickly. You can see he's swinging that thing very hard, and this is how you should train with a partner, realistically. You can see without a block the skull is crushed. Protection, head block. Again, going back to the closed head block. Simply laying the weapon across your arm. Countering. Fast and strong. A partner coming in hard will make you block. He'll help your reflexes. If your partner goes soft on you, it's not doing you any good at all. It's not realistic. Be realistic. Now, blocking from the inside out across and countering. Watch closely. Breaking the rib cage on the counter. Now working with the X block, putting two tonfas together. Blocking a kick or strike to the groin. Blocking a over the head strike. Moving back away from the force and blocking, stepping in, countering with sweeping strikes. Head block, coming around, crushing the temples as the counter. Moving back in a strong stance, X blocking the sword. Jumping in, breaking the temples. Crushing the rib cage. Sliding off, breaking the wrist and elbows. Swinging to the side, knocking the weapon away. Strike with the tonfas open to the head. And the ribs. X block offers excellent protection. Coming down, breaking the collarbones. Grabbing the tonfa from the other end, blocking with the handles out. This is very good for sweeping the weapon away, as you'll see. Blocks a head strike, handle catches it, you're able to swing the weapon down. Put your opponent off balance, counter to the throat. Always whip the weapon to the side. Get your opponent off balance when he's most vulnerable. crushing the eyes. Now, keeping the weapon straight up and down, catching in the handle from a different angle now. Still has the same effect. You have to be very alert and very accurate here. You don't have much space but the handle to catch the weapon in. Knock it away, strike the groin, crush the throat. Strike the skull with the handle. Now X blocking against a samurai sword. Now in this technique you pull and close tightly. This enables you to hold on to the weapon. Your opponent can't pull it away, and then you can whip it out of his hands, adding your counter. Very good way to secure your attacker's weapon. Now let's go to the side blocking techniques, protecting your rib cage and heart area, midsection. Again, blocking the same as a karate side block, simply extending out the hard tonfa to withstand the blow. The samurai sword comes into the arm. It's well protected by the tonfa. That sword strike would be to your rib cage. Coming right off the block, striking the jaw. Side block against the sword. Counter into the groin. Now, very quickly, you can see if he doesn't block properly, he's going to get cut very easily by that sword. Must be very alert, reflexes sharp. Look at it from the side now. Keep your eye on the form. Sweeps across the body. Ends up directly at the side. Always ready to counter. Add your power now. Follow along. Good, strong, fast side blocks. Taking the strike. Taking the blow. Not your arm, but the tonfa. Now we have the outside-inside block, the opposite of the prior one. Coming around from the outside, blocking the weapon across, away from your body. And of course, ready to counter. Demonstrated against a bow, watch carefully. Stepping back in horse stance, outside-in block. Protecting the ribs, flipping to the top of the head, counter. Look at it from the side. Flip strike, go into Zenkud stance, counter with a punch. Working both sides of the body, outside in block, strike. Protecting your ribs. Strike comes to the ribs, knock it away, good form, control the weapon, flip, break the hand of your opponent. Step around in, whip across, strike the skull, figure eights, breaking the collarbones across the body. Finish, punch into the throat area. Now working with the down block. The down block is used to protect your legs, groin area. Very similar to your karate blocking technique, adding the outside edge of the tonfa. Down across the body, stop at the end of your leg, and he finishes with a punch, block down. Down block, punch the jaw, break the jaw. Watch the application now. See how well protected he is against that kick. This is the beauty of the tonfa. Just in the held position, it's very protective. It's automatically blocking you. Now against the Shina, protecting his legs and countering. striking the rib cage with a very strong strike. Look at it from the side and follow along. Good strong down block. Head up, back straight. Very alert look. He swung under between the legs there. Crushed the groin. You can come off any attack with the tonfa and counter with 100 different techniques.
Face!
Down block. Break the jaw. Down block. Whip across the face. Kick into the chest area. Use your imagination at all times. Build on your many techniques. Now, down blocking with the extended tonfa. Very good for keeping your attacker at bay, at a distance. Reaches out very far to block the attack. Countering with a punch. Watch closely. Sword comes in. Using the crane stance, keeping his leg away, protected. Blocking the sword against the strike to the knee. Adding his counter now, coming in hard. Striking his man 10 times. Look at the crane from the side. Look how extended the tonfa is. Well protects the leg. Bringing the leg up is added protection. The stance may look awkward or strange, but it's a very effective move, especially if someone is swinging a chain or pipe at your foot or knee. Now we have a figure 8 block. Continuous motion, keeping your opponent at bay, blocking anything that's thrown in front of you. It's also used as a strike, striking across the body. Very simple motion. Just rotate your wrist, keeping the tonfa extended. When your opponent sees this, he doesn't want to come near you. It looks too fierce, and it is. Watch how it blocks the sword. And now notice how it just changes right into a very strong counter, breaking the collarbones, going all over the body of the attacker, finishing him off. Ends with a punch. Now these special training drills are excellent for building reflexes and advanced tonfa techniques. You're going to incorporate many of your different blocks and strikes in a continuous motion. Memorize these drills, work them daily with your partner, then develop your own. Another side block. He'll do it once slow and then full power. And if he doesn't block properly, he will get hit with that sword. A fight like this could have taken place easily a couple hundred years ago in Okinawa. But that sword would have been razor sharp and it would have been a life or death battle. Added security, putting both tonfas together across your body, blocking. Swinging, your opponent jumps back, he comes back in, punch, and with a spinning back kick. Always keep your karate techniques ready. What if you drop your weapon? You must be able to kick or punch. Never rely solely on the weapon. Blocks a fierce head block. Breaks the ribs, punches, finishes him off with a spinning back kick to the solar plexus. Incorporating the X block, jumping under a sweep. Break the ribs, follow, crush the skull. With speed and spirit. Striking the skull. Now using the samurai sword, down blocks, head blocks with the extended tonfa, breaks the ribs, flips the weapon, uses the handle, the hook, Sweep his man down, finish him off with a strike to the chest. Without that breastplate, his ribs would be crushed. Now, Master Angiewezu's 7th Dan from Okinawa, Japan, will perform a tonfa kata. This will be excellent for you in competition or training. Practice it every day. It incorporates many, many of the techniques you have just learned. Watch carefully now. Working the figure eights. Master Uezu is one of the leading experts in the Okinawan art of Isshinryu Karate. He has given seminars all over the world in weaponry, and he's an expert with the bow and sai. Master this kata, and then feel free, if you want, to develop your own katas, own tonfa techniques. Now let's look at it again in slow motion. This is an excellent time for you to follow along with the master. You won't learn this kata in 5 minutes. It'll take many, many repetitions. So play the tape over and over again until you get everything right. Double blocking in a very deep Zenkut stance. Punching the ribs, using figure eights to rake the opponent, blocking and striking the opponent. Coming up under the groin, crushing the groin, flipping back, around, into the chamber, and punching. Double blocks again. The same series is repeated. Double X down block. Again, at an angle. And a third. Whipping across the temples. Coming around with a down block. Figure eight movement. Uppercut to the groin, whipping back, break the ribs, into the chamber, follow with a punch. By going through the tape, you should know what these movements are now by watching. Use your imagination. See the attacker in front of him. That's how he performs the kata. Every movement is important. It's just not made up. It applies to a real attack. down across the collarbones, uppercutting. Double blocks, blocking your head, blocking a strike to your ribs. Repeating the movement. Strong straight punch. Figure 8 striking and blocking techniques. Up between the legs, strike. Break the ribs, spin it around. Punch. Now repeat the sequence with the left hand. And with the respectful bow. Now the master will demonstrate what all the movements mean when applied to a real attack. The attacker has a bow staff, which the tonfa was used to fight against in ancient times.
Head shake, uppercut, long side.
The movements are very self-explanatory. Watch carefully. Your partner in the dojo or karate school should also work with the bow against the tonfa to help you apply all your movements properly. The X block. Remember, he performed it 3 times. Crushing the skull. Taker comes in from the rear, blocks the bow away, rakes his body with figure 8 strikes, breaks his elbow with an uppercut or strike to the groin. Punches, breaks his ribs. Next series of movements applied. Attacker comes in from another angle. You must use your imagination. Remember, attackers coming from all sides in a kata. You're always turning to meet the assailant, turning to defend yourself. Extended kama down blocks. He sweeps his leg away for extra protection. That's one of the first things we taught you in the stances and guards section at the beginning of this tape. Again, double blocking, blocking his head, blocking his groin. Countering. Breaking the elbow, swinging around. You don't always have to hit the rib cage. If the arm is extended, you can swing around, strike the elbow, break the arm. X blocking down, striking the ribs, breaking the collarbones, as we said earlier. Head blocking. Attacker from the rear, down blocking against his bow attack. You could be fighting two attackers at the same time. That's why you'll often block in either direction at the same time. Uppercut, groin, elbow. Straight punch, solar plexus. Sidestepping the stab strike with the bow. Countering. Head block, down block, double blocks, incorporating the counters. Notice how that uppercut is also used to break the hand of the bow-carrying attacker. It's not only used as a strike to the groin or jaw, but it comes underneath and breaks the knuckles. The tonfa is so powerful that just about anywhere you hit your opponent, he's finished. Now let's look at the kata one more time. This will refresh your memory and enable you to look at every important movement that we just explained thoroughly. The master is doing it at the speed it should be done in competition or training. Don't perform the kata full power every time. Do it many, many times slow until you have the form, and then add the speed and power that he's showing you. Mastering the tonfa takes time, like any martial arts weapon, the sai or bow or kamas. Be patient. If you pick up 5 moves a day, that's good. Perfect those moves, then build from there. Don't expect to learn everything in 1 hour. Be patient, and you'll be good. We truly hope you have enjoyed this exciting video, and it has given you some insight into this very effective Okinawan weapon, the tonfa.